Are they? Oh. Oh, it's Booty Got Swag said that. Of course, you're fucking with me. I should have known. I should have read the fucking username. I should have read the damn username. Lies? Yeah, that's like the most toxic shatter in Sharpness' stream. Repentance Plus is on Steam Store now. What? No way. He told the truth, you'll send a link. Want a link? Is it real? Oh. Oh, it's a Steam... Wait, what the fuck is this? Oh my god, it's real! Okay, it's happening. Holy shit. They weren't lying. I thought it was a lie because Booty Got Swag said it. Okay, do I need online achievements to unlock Dead God? If you have not yet completed your Dead God file, you will need the online achievements in order to get it. If you already have Dead God, you will not need the online achievements in order to keep it. Okay. Can you make it bigger? Sure. Yeah, I can do that. How's that? Also, can I get this shit out of here? What the fuck? Let me open this on Steam, actually. Dude, why is this just at the top no matter what? Look at this. Fuck. Whatever. Get this shit out of here. What is this? God. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. That's just gonna have to be there. It's fine. Alright, Tammy's head. Reduce the duration of the animation when using Tammy's head, allowing Isaac to fire more quickly after use. Damn, look how many changes there are. There's way more than I thought there would be. A lot of active items I'm seeing. Okay, that's kind of nice. There's some times where you wouldn't use Tammy's head at the beginning of a room. Or like in a room at all, because spawning the flies would make it so you get hit. So you either have to wait until you're safe to use Tammy's head, or use it preemptively before you enter the room. But using it before you enter the room is scary, especially early game. There's bullabooms and stuff. Lemon mishap. Slightly change the size of the puddle. Oh, slightly increase the size of the puddle. Also, the puddle will now persist until Isaac exits the room. Wow, they buffed this? This is one of the better active items early game. I'm surprised they buffed this. I thought this was like perfectly fine. So the duration is longer, much longer. It lasts until you exit the room, and it's bigger. That's crazy. Mega Bean creates a catastrophic fart that sweeps the entire room? What? I mean, that sounds like basically a Hagalaz. If it's an earthquake that goes across the entire room, that would clear every rock in the whole room. I wonder if it hits secret walls consistently in the entire room. That sounds broken. If it's what it sounds like, an earthquake that breaks every rock on the screen, potentially hits secret walls, that sounds nuts. Milk. The familiar now follows closely behind Isaac and blocks shots. After 10 hits, the glass will break and give Isaac a tears upgrade for the remainder of the floor. What? After 10 hits, the glass will break and give Isaac a tears upgrade for the remainder of the floor. What the hell? You just have this get hit 10 times and you get a tears up for the floor. That's crazy. Too bad it doesn't block shots permanently. It might have been better if it just always blocked shots and didn't give the tears up and go away. Interesting. Okay, here's one we saw coming. We knew this was gonna happen. Delirious. Summon bosses will now persist through rooms. Okay. Only one boss can be active at a time. The charge is now variable based on the quality of the previously summoned boss. The charge is now variable based on the quality of the previously summoned boss. Interesting. Wow. I mean, even just this makes it, like, decent. I wonder if this will be worth using, though, because this can, like, cause issues. Like, imagine you get Duke of Flies. Though I guess he would die fast, so it wouldn't even matter. And it sounds like if you get a Duke of Flies, you'll be able to use it again very quickly. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, let's say you get Hush. If you get Hush, it's probably, like, 12 charge. But if you get a super weak boss, it'll probably be much less, and you can summon again very quickly when it dies. Jar of Wisps, reduced to a 6-room charge, allowing the wisps to stack up to the maximum number more quickly. That's insane. Are you kidding me? That is broken. 6 rooms for that? What? That is actually broken. What the hell is that? Angel's even more broken now. Yeah, this was one of the few bad. I mean, these were like 2 of the only bad Angel active items, dude. And now they're both. I mean, Jar of Wisps is so good now. Look at that. Delirious, we'll have to see how good it is exactly. It sounds, I mean, better for sure. I don't know how good it'll be. But man, yeah, that's crazy that you buff both of the only bad Angel active items. Are you kidding me? Because now the worst Angel items are like Dead Sea Scrolls and stuff. And those were already useful. That's crazy. Abyss, item quality now impacts the damage of the summoned Locust. Item quality. Locusts now inherit many different effects based on the item destroyed by Abyss. So, I wonder how that works. Like, if you Abyss a quality 0, will it be the same as a current Locust, or will it be weaker? And this gives... That's insane, dude. Okay, the reason this is crazy, I don't think there's anything in the entire game that like, benefits you from knowing the item quality of an item you're about to, like, use something on. This is a first for Isaac, isn't it? There's nothing in the entire game that makes you need to know item quality. But now with Abyss, you need to know the item quality of what you're abyssing before you do it. That actually matters. That's insane. Wow. I can't believe they did that. Because item quality was irrelevant for the most part. But now with Abyss, it actually matters. That's fucking crazy. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm shocked at that. I wonder if this overall buffs Abyss or if it's like the same. Because yeah, I don't. What would the lowest damage Locusts be compared to now? What would the highest damage Locusts be compared to now? I wonder. Flip, charge has been reduced to 4 rooms for Tainted Lazarus only. Okay. Whatever, I guess. I think that's reasonable. Portable slot removed from the shop pool. No! Are you kidding? No, dude. That's so bad. What is that? That is a possible reward from slot machines? Whatever. Why? This was so good. No way they just did that. Why? Why? This was so useful, you're never gonna see it anymore. Unless it's really common or something. Maybe it has a good drop rate, but still. This allowed you to get it for 10 cents consistent. Which was so good. Who knows how many coins it would take from a slot machine? I can't believe that. Oh, I should change the title, by the way. Let me do that. Patch notes, reaction. There you go. That's crazy. Little portal change is absolutely wild. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. Charge has been reduced from 6 rooms to 4 on Void. I mean, yeah, that got leaked early. I'm surprised they didn't just do the same as, like, Tainted Lazarus, where it just costs 4 on, like, Apollyon, if that was the issue. It's weird. The tears upgrade from firing in a single direction is now a smooth increase instead of being staggered every few seconds. Wow, that's kind of interesting. Epiphora? So it'll look more like the decrease from, what is it? Kidney stone, I assume. Like that, right? It just gradually goes up and up and up and up. That probably makes it stronger overall. Alright, God's Flesh. Doubled the chance of shrink tears firing. Shrunken enemies now briefly flash white before growing back to full size. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. Enemies that explode, fire shots, or summon minions on death can no longer hurt Isaac if they're killed while shrunken. Cool. I mean, yeah. I think that's fine. I thought God's Flesh was a fine item. I thought it was good, even. It was a better fear effect. But yeah, I mean, that's reasonable. Hushy, while held in place, Hushy now fires radial bursts of shots? Damn, dude. I mean, if Hushy already did very high DPS, if you could keep it on target, and he blocks tears. Like, Hushy was a good familiar for sure. But now, if you're keeping it on target, it's going to be doing insane damage. I mean, it sounds like. I wonder how many shots it'll be. Hushy redeemed, that's kind of sick. I mean, this was already a good familiar, but I'm fine with it being buffed. Hushy versus Hush is going to be wild? Yeah. I mean, that was already one of the best matchups for Hushy. It's just going to be even better now. Alright, it hurts. After taking damage, Isaac's tears will now leave behind small pools of blood creep for the room. Wow, okay. That's interesting. Mars. Oh my god. Mars is actually here. In addition to being invulnerable while charging, Isaac will gain a 1-second bubble of invulnerability after the charge. Hitting obstacles now causes a knockback effect to clear any threats from the surrounding area? What? A bubble of invulnerability. Dude, there's no way. Does this work on a Blood Dono? They did not just make Mars Breath of Life 2.0. Did they just make Mars Breath of Life 2.0? They didn't. There's no way. That's what it sounds like, though. A bubble of invulnerability. That sounds just like Book of Shadows, dude. It might be infinite Blood Donos. Are you kidding me? Why? That's so broken. It was already so good. It sounds like they didn't even make, or maybe it's down here. I thought they would just change like how sensitive it is to triggering, because that was the main complaint. They just straight up buffed it. Are you joking? That's crazy. All right, Evil Charm. Isaac now gains immunity to spiderweb slowdown, flame attacks, fireplaces, and poison mushrooms. Isaac can now also stand an enemy creep for 1 second before taking damage. Wow. Okay, how does that work, though? Is it 1 second, like, based on the independent pool of creep? Or is it, like, 1 second in creep total? Because the way creep works is, like, they're each, like, separate pools, right? So can you just walk through the creep continuously as long as you're in a different pool each time? Or is it 1 second, like, global? I wonder. Yeah, that's interesting. Evil Charm making you not take damage from fireplaces is kind of bad, but it sounds worth it, especially with the creep. I thought it was so silly it didn't make poison mushrooms not hurt you. Like, Bob's Curse would make you immune to poison mushrooms, but this wouldn't. I thought that was so silly. But man, immunity to spiderweb slowdown, that's big, actually. They put more thought into this than you expected? Yeah, I mean, there's way more changes here than I thought there would be. Alright, Vasculitis. Friendly radial shots fired after killing an enemy now appear as blood clots to more easily distinguish them. They appear as blood clots. What does that mean? What is a blood clot? Like, one of the little dudes? They look like that? I wonder what this means. It sounds like they won't even look like tears. The Sumptorium ones? Huh. Interesting. The item effect, the alternate shot? Maybe. As blood clots? I mean, isn't that what they already looked like, pretty much? Alright. Little portal. Here we go. This is what we were dreading. This is what we were afraid of. Little portal has been completely reworked. Double tapping a fire button is now required to launch little portal. No. I mean, that's already a change we were afraid of, because this has anti-synergy with other double taps, like Divine Intervention, for example. A bad start, off to a bad start. After it has consumed enough items and the room is clear, a single portal will spawn, and the familiar will disappear for the remainder of the floor. Entering the portal takes you to a room where you can pick up or drop off items. Oh. This room persists throughout the rest of the run. Interesting. I mean, that's unfortunate, because, yeah, it won't be consistent. Wow. I mean, it's hard to say if that's better or worse. But, I mean, you can't do boss challenge rooms anymore. A single portal will spawn after it... Okay, wait. After it's consumed enough items and the room is clear, a single portal will spawn and the familiar will now disappear for the remainder of the floor. Entering this portal takes Isaac to a room where you can pick up or drop off items. This room persists throughout the rest of the current run. Huh. So, can you still farm greed? So you can't teleport into a boss challenge room. They probably didn't change the familiar priority. Yeah, I mean, maybe that would be down here, but it sounds like they didn't. The room has to be clear. Oh yeah, true. So you can, man, that sucks. I mean, it's hard to say if that's going to be better or worse overall, but you can't do boss challenge rooms. You can't use it to, like, reallocate your resources and get into secret rooms and shops and stuff for cheaper. You can't farm greed. You can't farm Bob. I think this is going to be worse. Just the fact that you can't farm greed anymore is insanely bad. Because the thing with Little Portal that you need to know is if you had Little Portal and you saw a single greed fight in the entire run, you would instantly guaranteed have 99 cents and Steam sale. Because you could farm him over and over again for free. You just make one portal, and then you when greed is dead and there's still ads in the room, you jump in the portal, go to whatever else other room, and then you just go back in the shop and you repeat. You just repeat until you have everything you need. So 99 cents in Steam sale. That was the most common way to, like, really use Little Portal, use that mechanic. It also works with Bob. Bob is less common, but much more powerful. Bob, he also spawns ads, and he spawns a card every time he dies. So it's the same thing, except with cards. You can farm infinite cards, and infinite cards is a game break every single time, because cards can create pedestals and create rerolls with Reverse Judgment. So you can get any amount of any item in the game. So this just killed both of those strategies, which is really unfortunate. And you have to double tap the fire button. Like, they really just neutered this item completely. I mean, this is exactly what we were afraid of. That's too bad. I mean, it's a current ability. It sounds interesting, but I really think this is going to hurt Little Portal overall. It's going to be much weaker. And yeah, the sad part is this is probably going to be celebrated by the community as a complete buff, even though it very likely isn't. I'll have to try it. It sounds interesting, but yeah, it's just a bad situation. I really wish they hadn't touched Little Portal or just increased his follow priority, because currently his follow priority is the lowest. So if you pick Little Portal up after, like, a key piece or any other familiar that does nothing, like Charge Baby, whatever, he'll follow behind it, which makes it very hard to aim. So if you're actively using it as DPS, you just can't really aim him very well. All right, moving on. Linger Bean. The fart cloud is now deployed after 4 seconds of continuous fire instead of 7 seconds. Oh, that's nice. That's good. The cloud starts small and potent and will now grow and deal reduced damage over the course of 10 seconds. Okay, I mean, this is a good change. It did take quite a while for Linger Bean to show up. Reducing that, I think, is fine. I don't think they needed to make it do more damage, though. Linger Bean already did ridiculous DPS, but maybe this will make people respect it more. I already thought this was a great item, personally. Jupiter now heals 2 hearts instead of just half. Okay. Yeah, it gives you 2 heart containers. It's weird they're saying heals 2 red hearts. I don't think that doesn't sound accurate. Because it sounds like it's just making it give you 2 full red hearts. It's not actually healing any health that you were missing, right? This sounds wrong. We'll have to see in game, but yeah, this sounds like it doesn't actually heal you. It just gives you the 2 full red hearts. Because before it would give you 2 heart containers, and only half of them would be full. Half a heart. Butterbean recharge time is reduced from 3 seconds to 2. What the hell? Why? Why did Butterbean need a buff? Butterbean was like one of the best active items in Chapter 1. Are you kidding me? Okay, I mean, whatever. At least it's a small buff, but this was so unnecessary. The bean can now be reused after a 4-second cooldown instead of a room charge. Okay. And same with Kidney Bean, can now be reused after a 4-second cooldown instead of a room charge. Okay. I don't think this is going to change these very much, honestly. I mean, the thing with these are both good active items, but you would just use them at the beginning of a room and then that's it, right? I mean, sometimes you'd be able to use them twice, but especially with Kidney Bean. Kidney Bean, you're going to use it once, and unless you miss, it's just going to kill everything in the room instantly anyway. So, like, I think this will affect the bean more than it'll affect Kidney Bean. But, yeah, I mean, whatever. It's not going to change their use case too much, but it's not too bad. Dead Bird will remain active between rooms as long as the player is at half a heart. Eve requires 1 full heart. Wow. Huh. Oh. So, that sounds like just a straight buff, right? Hopefully it's still active in the room you take damage, even if you're not at half a heart. That's what it sounds like. I mean, this is completely inconsequential. Unless you're playing Eve. I mean, if you're playing Eve, I think this would make it a lot easier, but if not, this sounds super inconsequential as like Eden, for example. Data Miner. We're using Data Miner in a room with an item pedestal will now reroll into a glitched item. Great. Cool. Whatever. That's fucking pointless. Yeah, that's kind of a nerf. A little bit. I mean, that doesn't really matter. That's completely inconsequential. For streaking, anyway. I mean, if you want to have some goofy fun, whatever, but... yeah, interesting. I mean, really, the one we were worried about was Little Portal. And they did exactly what we were afraid of. They just completely took away everything it did amazingly. That is... I'll give it a chance in-game. It sounds cool, but I think I'm gonna miss what it did before. Because, man, it was pretty great. It was pretty great. Alright, let's read these fixes. Bomb rocks can now create bridges across chasms. Oh, cool. Yeah, if you didn't know before, if you tried to make a bomb rock explode across a gap, it wouldn't make a bridge. That's interesting they changed that. Okay, I mean, whatever. Fix a bug where Tech 2 and Mom's Eye could cause backward firing shots to do excessive damage. Okay, I'd never seen that before. Fixed an issue with the D4 unintentionally being able to force all items to a particular pool to re-roll. What? That's crazy. I mean, that's gonna affect more than D4, isn't it? That's gonna make missing no starts much harder again. Because missing no starts were easy. If this affects everything, including missing no starts are gonna be like an actual problem again. That's crazy. Yeah, forget about Tainted Eden if the Tainted Eden streaking. It'll be like actually difficult, maybe. You have to actually play around the mechanic. Wow, I'm surprised they changed that. Parasitoid X-Sacs can now be created from technology shots and brimstone beams. Okay. I'm sure Beard and Hat will be happy about that. When picking up cards, pills, runes with tainted characters who carry eternal items, the consumable is now placed behind the item and can be manually selected, avoiding unintentional uses. Okay. I mean, everybody did that at least a few times. That's funny. The tick trinket can now be removed by picking up the lighter trinket. Okay. The 404 error trinket now shows which trinket it's emulating. Ooh. Wow. That's kind of good. Wow, that's a big buff. I'm surprised this section isn't just like up here. They put the trinket section in the fixes category. Oh my god! The short fuse trinket now makes bombs deal 15% more damage! It's not useless, maybe. Is that good? It deals 115 damage instead of 100? I feel like that's not good still, but maybe it's kind of useful. Yeah, if you don't know, short fuse, I made an entire trinket tier list, and I revised it at least once. The only trinket I put in useless tier was short fuse. I said that is the only useless trinket in the entire game. And it's interesting they buffed it. Maybe this is good now. I feel like it's not gonna matter. But who knows? Because short fuse doesn't make you place bombs faster, it just makes them explode faster. Like, whatever. The number of hits required to make tonsil trinket and creative familiars reduced from 12 to 20 to 6 to 12. Jeez, that's strong. That's nothing. And this makes a good familiar. It's just a familiar that like falls behind you and blocks shots. You only need to get hit 6 to 12 times. That's strong. Crazy. Increase the chances of witchbone and bag lunch trinket spawning an item. Okay, what did you do? What did you increase it to? Like, can we get a number here? What? That's so annoying. Little Delirium now contributes to Conjoined. Okay. Once it's been unlocked, the Void Portal is now guaranteed after defeating the Lamb, Blue Baby, and Mega Satan. What? This is so good for speedruns. Are you kidding me? That's so big for speedruns, and just like unlocks in general. That's so nice. That's a good change, I would say. Delirium streaking is viable. That's true. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Delirium streaks are doable now. Delirium is going to be an actual streak category. They literally just added a viable streak category. That's insane. I didn't even think about that. Wow, I wonder if it's going to be 5 goals now. You think? It might literally be 5 goals now that people run. That's huge. Added several new Eden hairstyles. I mean, yeah. Whatever. Fixed Hush attacking more aggressively than intended when below 50% HP. Oh, thank God. Hush was bullshit, dude. Hush was bullshit. Thank you. Fixed pay-to-play challenge incorrectly requiring Mr. Mega to be unlocked. What? Okay. Removed E. coli from Scatman challenges and made the player virtually invincible. Okay. Fixed enemy tier projectiles not having the same collision size as blood projectiles. So what changed here? Fixed enemy tier projectiles not having the same collision size as blood projectiles. So what? I don't know what changed here. This is so vague. Enemy tier projectiles are different? Are blood projectiles different? Are they bigger? Are they smaller? What is a blood projectile? What is a tier projectile? I don't know what this means. Fix being able to reroll some enemies that shouldn't be rerollable. Eternal flies. What is an eternal fly? What? Evolved blood puppies and Rag Mega's purple light beam attack. I don't. Oh, eternal flies are from the poop. Right. The flies spinning around poops. Right. Huh. Okay. Weird. Reverted flesh death head's base HP from 30 back to its original value of 50. Flesh death head. What is flesh death head? I don't know what this is. Increase the shadow size of Ultra Greed's coins to make them easier to see when falling. Okay. Ultra Greed's coins can now be devolved into coin pickups using the D10. That's not even good. I mean, maybe that's fine. The problem is Ultra Greed heals when he picks up coins. If you use the D10 to devolve everything, like, you can grab some coins if you're fast, but he's gonna grab coins too and heal himself. Like, is this even useful? Stone Eyes now do a full turn before they start firing their laser. This prevents some unfair damage scenarios where entering a room from the bottom door. Okay, cool. So these are the guys in, like, Shoal, I assume. Where they just shoot the continuous laser and you need to either go around with it or, like, get behind cover. Fix shell games showing an outdated sprite when the prize is Skatoll. Okay. Added Skeleton Key, Best Bud, Angry Fly, and Sharp Key to the Keybagger prize pool. Wow. Okay. Sharp Key is in there. That's interesting. Fix several items that were missing from Greed Mode's item pools. Okay. Several baby familiars to the baby shop which were previously missing, and remove Sack Dagger from the baby pool. Which babies were missing, I wonder. Fix Guppy transformation not granting flight when obtained from kids drawing. Oh, that's nice. That was kind of annoying. Fix Candy Heart and Soul Heart not obtaining stats when dropped and picked back up. Oh, like Untainted Isaac. Okay. Adjusted the price of several items in the stairway shop. Ooh, okay, so that means, like, Star of Bethlehem is going to be 30 cents, probably. There were a couple weird ones like that. This matters, actually. I'm pretty sure Star of Bethlehem was always 15. This matters. Lowered the devil price of Ocular Rift. Ooh. Ocular Rift was 2 hearts. Now it's 1? Okay. That's kind of good. Breath of Life will be 1 cent, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully they didn't make Breath of Life 30. I doubt it, though. Okay, Ocular Rift being 1 heart? That's kind of interesting. Okay. That's... I mean, Ocular Rift is kind of the item I never take, but it has use. And for 1 heart? Okay, okay. I like that. That's a good change. Lower the shop price of D12 and pause in greed mode. What? Okay. What does this mean? Was it? Oh, I was so confused. I'm like, isn't everything 15 cents anyway? But these are 10 cents now. Ah. Okay, yeah, 10 cents in greed mode. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I mean, whatever. That's such a random change. Fix the Infinity displaying the wrong number of charges when first picked up. Okay. Fix Death's List, Sanguine Bond, and member card not working with Tainted Lazarus when held by his inactive form. Oh, that's cool. Okay. That's a good change. I didn't even realize this was a thing. I never played T-Laz, but that's good. So, Death's List will affect both guys, even if you're not on the right guy. That's what it sounds like. Very interesting. Made Go Ahead, D7, Poke Go, Child's Heart, Mom's Pearl, Black Lipstick, and Bible Tract unobtainable in greed mode. Cool. I mean, that's just good. Fewer useless items in greed mode. Made the Amnesia and Maze Pills unobtainable in greed mode. Okay. Fixed Bird Eye, Cube Baby, Poke Go, and Blood Puppy not being summonable by Lem again. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay. Fixed several familiars not being summonable by Monster Manual. Lowered the Mimic charge of Soul of Judas from 3 to 2. That's good. This was way too expensive. Lowered the Mimic charge of Hematemesis from 6 to 4. Okay. I feel like that was one of the better kills to Mimic, dude. Was it not? Okay. Increase the Mimic charge of the Reverse Tower from 3 to 4. Okay. I mean, that's a small change, but this will still be really good with the blank card. Increase the health and damage of Wisp spawned by when using Mega Blast and Delirious with the Book of Virtues. Made adjustments to several unfair rooms, oddly configured rooms that would rarely spawn, and added several new rooms. Adjustments to several unfair rooms. Okay, so we're gonna have to keep an eye out for this. And if we notice, that'll be interesting. Power at 6 would be more than fair. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's... Even then, that would be one of the better cards to Mimic. Added a small amount of boss armor to Blue Baby, the Lamb, and Mother. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Wow. I mean, highlights are Little Portal and D4 Bug being completely different. That's insane. I can't believe they fixed D4 Bug. I mean, I could believe that, but Little Portal, rest in peace. Rest in peace. We'll give it a try once we get it, but I don't think it's gonna be what it once was. No Monstro's Lung fix or double bombing restock machine. They've said that's never gonna get fixed, the double bombing thing. Monstro's Lung, yeah, it's pretty unfortunate they didn't change that. Just make it function. That is too bad. They kept Swallow Midi at least. Yeah, I think they've said they don't want to change that either. Oh, also Mars. The 1 second bubble of invulnerability. I think this could be insane. They might have made one of the best planetarium items, like, potentially the best planetarium item. This might, if this works on Blood Donos, this might gap out Luna. This might just be better than Luna, because that is insanity if that works. We'll have to try it out once we get it. All right, I do have to finish up this run though.